Good evening. I'm gonna try to make this quick if I can remember all of the things I was gonna say. So the quick updates are my feeding tube is out. Huzzah! That was pretty nice. I do have a video of that if any of you sickos want to watch it. It's not that exciting. I was honestly a little disappointed. But it's exciting that it's out. So that's good. I am still having, again, still like certain textures of stuff are still getting caught in my throat a little bit, but I'm eating enough to get fat again. I have noticed, I've been having nerve pain on this side, so I've been sleeping on this side because that seems to help, like having pressure on it. And on my back a little bit. But then I've noticed when I try to sleep on my left side, it's like swallowing is harder and I get a little more like build up. Or I had been. That's getting better now. So that's the update. For a thing that I only just recently realized was happening. I'm definitely getting some temperature back in my face. I feel like sometimes some in my hand. It's a little weird. I can definitely tell, like, extreme hot or cold. Not always right away, but like if I put my hand on something hot, well, kind of right away. If I put my hand on something really hot, I definitely go, oh, that's hot. But like lots of temperatures, there's not much distinction. It's just hot or cold. And what else? Can't remember if I mentioned before. One of the like sensory things was I couldn't feel muscle exertion or fatigue, like, when you just stretch or are like really using a muscle, how it hurts, I don't know. You're like, oh, yep, that's a muscle there that's doing something. So I couldn't really tell that. If I like crouched down or was in a weird position, my hip would kind of hurt. Or my shoulder if I was doing something weird with my arm, or I'd get like, zinging nerve pain. And that's still happening. But I'm starting to feel somehow like, I'm starting to try to exercise a little bit more. And I think I'm sometimes starting to get like, oh, there's a muscle in there doing something. So that's good. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take. Doctors just are like, oh, it's different for everyone. But a lot of things seem to say like, oh, the most recovery will happen in 3 months. And I'm like, but what about after that? And then and there's also not a lot about, kind of the in between, like, okay, I'm going from like not being able to feel temperature and prickly things, or broadly pain and temperature. But like, what's the progression of weird feelings that are gonna happen between then and, I don't know, presumably when everything goes back to normal. That's partly why I'm making little videos like this, so I can refer back instead of writing things down like a normal person, because I would just throw the papers away. Well, that's all I can think of. Did I say the part about the feeding tube already? I think I did. Yeah. I was... No, I won't say. I won't put that on. If anyone wants to hear, not a joke, but you ask me about it. Good night. I need to go to bed. Stop.